Our next speaker, this is very easy for me tonight. Our next speaker is Minister Marc Bean. He represents constituency number 26, Warwick South West, Warwick South Central, excuse me, Minister. But let me tell you that his energy, and if you've heard him speak before, he's just as passionate, if not more so, than any of us. He believes in the PLP government, he believes in Bermuda, he believes in our future, and he is going to ensure that we stay on track. You've heard Senator Smith speak in terms of the direction we need to move in. You've heard about the accomplishments that Colonel Birch has indicated we've achieved and continue to build on. What you're going to hear from Minister Bean tonight is probably going to be awe-inspiring. And he tells me he only needs 2 minutes to tell you. So without further ado, please welcome Minister Bean.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to wish Madam Premier a happy 28th birthday. Make no mistake, the bow has been rung. Madam Premier, you have a solid, qualified team to represent you. And I'm going to say it, since you're here, I'm going to let you know that every single one of our candidates and all the members and supporters will got your back. A few of you were probably at Warwick Workmen's Club a few weeks ago, and we were given 8 minutes to speak. Right. It just so happens that I spoke for 32 minutes. And so tonight, I promise you, my remarks will be no more than 5 minutes. In terms of constituency 26, the latest issue that has arisen, as you will know, was a shooting up on Khyber Heights Lane. When I received the call of the shooting, I jumped in the car and I rushed down to Khyber Heights, and you know that drive was one of the longest drives I've had, because just that previous week I had spent all my time up in that very area with the young people, just sitting there with them, relating to them and reasoning with them. And so when I got the call, in my mind I was going to a scene to see one of these young men laid out on the ground. If you're a parent, you will know that feeling. The good thing about that incident, and it's not really good, but the fact of the matter is that the young people in that area were not involved with that gun violence. And so my focus this evening is going to be on our young people. I look in the audience and I see what I consider to be my mothers and my fathers, my elders. And when I see you and I think about you, I consider our heritage. Heritage, when passed on, becomes inheritance. The 17th of December, quite frankly, is about inheritance. The blood, sweat, and tears that you have experienced will be in vain. It will come to naught if we turn back now. You also know of one of my young mates who just withdrew his candidacy, Mr. Dickinson. Let me tell you something. Mackay Dickinson, and I can vouch for Mackay Dickinson. Mackay Dickinson has more quality. He has done more in the community than all of the young candidates of the One Bermuda Alliance combined. Combined. And he, like me, have made mistakes in our life. But the forgiveness from making a mistake is learning from that mistake. So when you find yourself in that position or predicament to make that choice, and you learn from your experience, and you choose to right instead of doing what you like, that's when you have the forgiveness. So rest assured, Mackay Dickinson isn't going nowhere. I personally, and I feel away, because the cyber lynching that this young man has had to endure through the Royal Gazette and other media outlets. The first volunteer to sign up at the Mirrors program was Mackay Dickinson. And I look into cyber lynching. I promise you, I will keep Mackay Dickinson very close to me. It's not going nowhere. Trust me. Let me show you the potential of our young people today. I'm going to ask a young man. Just stand up real quick, bro. This young man here, Nicky Baskin. From my constituency, who has been through the trials and tribulations of life. Go ahead, sit down. Nicky Baskin has the potential to be a world champion in boxing. So my point is, even your next door neighbor's child has the potential to be great, has the potential to become a leader, has the potential to be a role model. If there's a connection between the young people and you. One of the biggest errors for me over the last few years is that we're sought to gain the world and lose our soul. Don't blame the youth. I have a daughter who is 18 and a son who is 16, and I have full responsibility for them to guide and direct them. Their actions will be a reflection of the way I have reared them. I have to take full responsibility. So I appeal to you. It's time to stop sleeping. It's time to stop making excuses. It's time to stop looking outside of ourselves and expect others to do what we can do for ourselves. It's not rocket science. It's actually something that's just a reminder, because your parents and your grandparents raised you in a certain way. So why, in the 21st century, do we think that there's another approach, a better way to raise our children? Let me tell you something. You spready road, you're being spoiled the youth, And in the end, it's going to be grave ramifications. What youth need, the same thing my mother did for me, she used to cut my tail. I was obedient enough now to get licks for the same thing twice. Trust me. But she cut my tail, and after she gave me spanks or licks, or the spatula or wooden spoon, she'll come back into my room, hug me, and tell me, baby, I love you. That's why I gave you spanks. And I didn't understand it then. But trust me, I understand it now. So, again, the 17th is not about 1962. It's not about 1978 or 85 or 98. It's about the inheritance that your work, your efforts, will be passed on to the next generation. We reap what we sow. You plant corn, you reap corn. There's no other way. So I appeal to you, take time to reach the young people in your neighborhood. And just don't tell them to come and vote. Explain to them the value of voting and why they must vote for the Progressive Labor Party. I appeal to you. party, and I'm going to close right here. Boy, I got warm. As a party, it's true. We can stand on our record of achievements. We have made some mistakes. But as I said before, when people vote, they're not voting for angels. This is not a theocracy. We're human beings. We have our frailties. But through our experiences, we always have to seek to go forward forever and backwards never. So I ask you to give us another opportunity, because we will evolve. We have no option but to evolve. Not to pacify those who don't like us or will not vote for us. We have to evolve to ensure that what we pass on to our children is worthy to be inherited. Nothing less is acceptable. I'll see you on the 17th, PLP.